if you get denied on a credit card application, you might be missing some important information that you need to consider, such as bank application rules. In this video, I want to discuss how to navigate each one of the lender's application rules. That will also include welcome offer rules and card limits. And to maximize your credit card approval odds, make sure you watch a video on foundational understanding of how a credit score works. I will link it in the corner of this video. So in reality, there are so many different rules to consider, so I'm just going to focus on the big 5 banks here: Chase, Citibank, American Express, Capital One, and Bank of America. Let's begin with Chase because they enforce one of the well-known rules in the credit card industry, referred to as the Chase 524 rule. This guideline specifies that if you have received approval for 5 or more personal credit cards within the past 24 months, your next credit card application with them will be automatically declined. Most business credit card approvals do not contribute to your 524 count if they are not showing up on your personal credit report. And you may ask, how do I bypass Chase's 524 rule? Well, you don't have a lot of options, but there is one instance in which you may be in luck, and it is with just for you options. These are the special offers that you see when logged into your Chase account. But here's the catch. Rumor has it that if you see a card in this section and it includes a fixed APR, you can apply for it even if you are at or above the 524 rule. If the APR is variable, you will be denied if you're in violation of the 524 rule. Now, in terms of welcome offers, if you've previously had a card before, you can only get a welcome offer on that card again if you no longer have the card and if it has been more than 24 months since you last received a welcome offer for that card. But for Sapphire cards, if you previously had Sapphire cards, you can get the welcome offer for another same card only if you no longer have the Sapphire card and if it has been more than 48 months since you last received a welcome offer for that card. Chase also follows a 230 rule, which limits applicants to 2 credit card applications every 30 days. And it's important to note that Chase does not restrict the number of credit cards you can have with them. Instead, they limit the total credit they extend to you. And Citibank has the same policy on limiting the overall credit instead of the number of credit cards. So talking about Citibank, they separate application rules by both personal and business cards. For personal cards, you are limited to applying for 1 card every 8 days with a maximum of 2 applications within 65-day period. For business cards, the restriction is 1 application every 95 days. For a welcome bonus, typically Citi allows only 1 welcome offer per card every 24 months, with the exception of the Citi Advantage cards such as those for American Airlines, which have a limit of 1 offer every 48 months. Now let's move on to Amex. Amex has a once-in-a-lifetime welcome offer policy, meaning if you ever had a card before, you are most likely prohibited from earning a welcome offer for that same card if you apply now. Additionally, Amex also has a 1-5 rule, which limits you to 1 credit card approval every 5 days. However, this does not apply to charge cards. There's also a 290 rule stating that you can only be approved for 2 credit cards every 90 days. This rule does not apply to charge cards. When it comes to the card limits, the typical limit is around 10 charge cards and 5 credit cards. Both business and personal cards count towards the 10 and 5 card limits. There are some instances where certain customers have been allowed to go above those limits. Let's move on to Capital One. And Capital One has several guidelines, most of which are considered flexible, so it's wise to approach them with caution. Generally, Capital One limits approval to 1 credit card every 6 months. Additionally, it appears that they allow customers to hold only 2 personal credit cards at a time. This seems primarily applicable to their premium cards like the Venture X and the Venture card. Lastly, Capital One has a 48 months policy concerning welcome offers. If you wish to receive a welcome offer for a card you previously held, you typically need to wait 48 months before being eligible for that offer again. But some cardholders have received a welcome offer multiple times in the past, so this is not proven. The final lender we'll cover in this section is Bank of America. In terms of application restrictions, Bank of America has the 2-3-4 rule, which allows you to be approved for 2 new cards in 2 months, 3 new cards in 12 months, 4 new cards in 24 months. This means you could apply for 2 Bank of America cards within the same months or even the same day, but if you apply for a 3rd within 2 months, 4th within 12 months, or 5th within 24 months, you will likely be denied. And there's more. Reports suggest that Bank of America also has a 7-12 rule and a 3-12 rule for new credit card applications. According to these guidelines, if you have a Bank of America deposit account, you won't be approved for a card if you have opened 7 new cards in the last 12 months. If you don't have a Bank of America deposit account, the limit is 3 new cards within the past 12 months. Business credit cards seem to be exempt from these rules, but exceeding this limit still doesn't guarantee approval. Additionally, Bank of America enforces a 24-month rule preventing you from opening a new card if you currently have or have had the same card in the past 24 months. For the welcome bonus eligibility with the Bank of America, you can earn a welcome bonus on the same card multiple times, but the 24-month rule makes it so that you need to wait at least 2 years after opening the original card before applying again. Similarly to Chase and Citibank, Bank of America doesn't have a hard limit on the number of credit cards you can hold with them, but they are looking at your total credit limit. These are just a few examples of all of these bank policies, and there may be additional rules that I haven't covered. Some rules aren't publicly disclosed but derived from reports. Some of these application rules change over time and aren't always enforced. You'll even come across data points online that contradict many of them entirely, so you can use this video as a guide rather than a strict policy review. Let me know of any insights about your credit application process in the comments below. Thank you for watching. If you want more helpful financial tips, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more tips, and leave a comment. See you in the next one.